Golden Bears, to our very first asynchronous or independent Wednesday workday. So today our learning target is I can illustrate and describe what I picture a scientist to be. And you have a couple activities that are kind of going to help you reach that learning target. So there's 4 different steps for today. The first one is watch the direction videos, which you're doing right now. The second one will be to draw a scientist on a Google slide, and then answer some reflection questions, and then just think about our learning target and whether or not you were able to meet that. Okay, are you ready to get started? So right now what I'd like you to do is close your eyes and take a few moments and imagine a scientist at work. What do you see? What is that scientist doing? What are they wearing? What type of tools or equipment do they have around them? Keep that picture that you have in your mind. With that picture of a scientist in your mind, you're going to open task number 2 in Schoology. And the way that you're going to get there is you are going to click on the week of September 4th, Intro to Science folder, click on the arrow next to the Wednesday, September 16th folder, and click on task number 2, Draw a Scientist. And on the blank slide that's going to appear, you are going to draw what you picture that scientist to be. When I say draw, we mean that you can use clip art, Google Images, the Scribble tool, all inside Google Slides. You could also draw a picture of a scientist on a piece of paper and take a picture and upload that into the slide. And as you're working on that assignment, just remember to include any type of equipment or special clothing that that scientist is using or wearing. Once you finish that slide, you're going to hit the Submit button. And then we'll move on to task number 3, which is draw a scientist reflection questions. So let's see how we're going to get there. You are going to again go back to that week of September 14th folder, the Wednesday folder again, and then click on task number 3, analysis questions. So for those analysis questions, there's going to be 4 of them that are going to open up in a Google Doc. We would like you to answer those questions in complete sentences and then hit Submit when you are done. After you finish task number 3, now we're ready for our last task, task number 4. You guys are doing great so far. Let's finish up this lesson and you'll be done for the day. So for task number 4, it's asking you to reflect on our learning target. So our learning target was I can illustrate and describe what I picture a scientist to be. So when we ask you to reflect, we're asking you to say, did I meet that target? Was I able to illustrate what you picture a scientist to be on your Google slide? And then were you able to describe what you picture a scientist to be by answering those reflection questions? If you were able to do those 2 things, then you met our target and great job. After you do tasks 2 and 3, you'll be done for the day, and we will see you either on Thursday or Friday. Have a great rest of your